Hey guys, I know this is a very last minute live. Nancy, me too. I'm trying to get out of the house and I literally have 10-15 minutes here. So I just have a few thoughts. Okay. I'm gonna say hi to you guys. Hey Marilyn, Rosie, Shiva, Nancy, Island Girl, hey. Uh, but let's just start with this. The award goes to, guys, ready? The award goes to, for the best performance. It goes to John Yates. I tell you, this guy, and I know he believes everything he's saying. And what a short memory you have, John. Hey, Carrie, how are you? Petty, nice to see you. Just everything he says is legit exaggerated or 100% lies. The first being, that everyone's still going 24/7 about him and his attempts. Not true. Why don't you ever show some proof of this, John? One comment in a live here or there when you're probably talking. What are you talking about? Did I see Maria live in YB's chat today? Yes, maybe she made some comments about you, but it was mostly about Julie. But again, that's what you do. You bring everything back to you, don't you? Yes, I have, again, 4 flipping years of him saying this. And to the people in his chat, do your homework. You guys are, of course, you want to feel bad for him. Of course. It's awful what he's been through. He leaves out the list of 80 plus people that he has bullied, that he has intimidated, that he has outright harassed. It's funny he's not mentioning, I didn't see Maria or anybody else holding up a phone and showing job information and telling people to call. I didn't see anybody on this side telling them to mass report to CPS because a 90-day fiance star pissed them off. Are you kidding me? And then you're going to sit there and talk about the legal fees they collected yesterday that they're not showing proof. First off, John, you've collected legal fees over the years. Sorry, guys. I am like a Siwa moment. Oh, where's my Siwa moment? I need my Siwa moment. Here. Yeah, I'm having a Siwa moment because John just really pisses me off and people fall for it. What was I even saying? Oh, how many times has John collected legal fees? Just a couple months ago, he was saying how he needed legal fees. Never saw anything of where that went to. It will. Exactly, YB. Great. Okay. You should have just gone along with the RO back in June, John, but no. The last live I did, I think it was Who's Harassing Who, not the microgreen one, the Who's Harassing Who. I played proof that I hope to God Maria will be able to show to the judge of who's really harassing who here. And that's just from the last 3 months. We can go all the way back. We can go all the way back to 2019 or 2020 when you came onto YouTube and how you used your own suicide attempts from previous, even before these last 2 attempts. Thank you, Jendi. I hope so. I hope so. Thank you very much, by the way. I can't imagine I'm the only one. So yeah, he's never shown where any of that money, he's begged for money for moving. He did that in the video. I think it was in July or August. Really, we got to get out of here. We got to get out of here. Send us money. Literally in my last video and in the lives before that, he's like, seriously, I need a super chat. We need super chats. We literally need to move out of here. Never moves. You never see anything legal until this last time, which again, John, when you're literally the month 1 month, you suddenly have a lawyer, but then the next month you're, and all before that, you're crying about money. You're the one crying about super chats and all that stuff and so upset when other people get them. I know I'm all over the place because I really only have 10-15 minutes to do this. I have a live stream I did showing he tried to scam a widow with 4 kids for legal fees to pay his attorney and got someone else to pay them. And they didn't do anything with the attorney he hired. Where's what time period was that from? I mean, there's so many. This is what people don't understand. I would have empathy for John if I came on the scene, but I would learn real quick by, again, this is why the history is so important. He has done this over and over. Sherelle took him, had a lawsuit against him, and YB, clarify it for me. Was it for harassment? And they finally settled out. I think it was Sherelle's, it was against Amber and John. And then Andrew also had some kind of harassment thing with him. Lita also had some kind of harassment with him. Where's the common denominator here? And he's hinting that after Maria, he's going to keep going. John, I haven't, and Cooch hasn't gone real life in any way. We are playing your content. If there was none of this content to be played, there would be nothing to be played. Now, would there be? It's that simple. She has stuff to cover because you do this stuff under cover of night, and then you delete it, and then it's played. If you truly wanted this to stop, all you have to do is actually stop. Then there would be nothing to cover. Because Marilyn, and I don't even want to start with her. She's just as nasty. She's been around them too. I don't know if she was like that before. I suspect this is just her character. She enjoys this. It's obvious by looking at her. This morning she was on Phil's live. I presume that's what I walked into. And she's got an excuse for everything. Really, that's funny because I posted this comment just as he was ending the live. Julie, I never went real live, said anything about either of your parents or on John's family or anything like that. And you guys in multiple lives tried to intimidate me and threaten me by saying, we know where you live, Sue. Sue, she's from Miami. You live and you shouldn't put your husband and your son on TikTok. I mean, comments like that. So don't act like you're on some high moral horse because that's bullshit. Sorry, let me get caught up on the comments. Right, Kels? I mean, I've got so many videos of these tears that he pulls out when it is totally convenient. And I'm just so sick of the lies about show us where the 24/7 lives are, John. I'm so sick of this. I did one live in the last week and a half, I think, on you. This will be 2. I know I'm letting it out. Hey, April. So as we all know, last week, Julie started hinting around that there was something coming Maria's way. Now, Maria and I are by no means close. As far as I know, she was not served. But John came on this morning saying that he had an RO hearing today with the judge in Miami, the same judge that they used in June, and that he was granted a temporary RO. I'm not sure if he really made that clear. I hope that Maria then will go to court for the permanent one, and let's see who's really harassing who, because John is not some victim sitting in the corner. It's nice when he's cogent and focused like he is today, although it's so manipulative, but that's not the case always. 85% of the time, he is not like that. If you were just doing your shows, John, none of this would be going on. Hey, Lena. So yeah, if you want to keep going after Maria after you're done with her, and you think you have this list that you're just going to get to every content creator that has words to say about you without any kind of harassment in your real life. Hell, Julie just doxed Cooch yesterday because she didn't like what Cooch was saying in her chat. Now, yes, this is the ugly part of, YouTube. We say things and whatnot, but the going real life, let's see how that's really going to play. Let's show then all the posts that Julie has made. And we could do a, with tit for tat if you want. But You guys, just last week, John, you were doxing who you thought was Crack Elf. Wrong, but you did it anyway. You doxed somebody. You don't care. I mean, that's not harassment. You doxed Glenn Crack the month and a half before that. Not just dox. You did it on multiple lives. You talked about what you thought was their business. You posted their business. You posted his parents, where his parents supposedly live, all this stuff. That's interesting, YB. Maybe you could send me the link for that. It was January 2021 where he did live stream. Yeah, I have seen many of him begging and crying for super chats or whatever, different reasons all the time. So it's so rich to hear you sit there and get on your high horse, John, and act like everyone else should be accountable. Would like you? Yes, that is the impression. It's always something with him. His tires getting slashed. I mean, this guy takes pictures of other things in really bad times, but again, the stuff that I acknowledge bad things have happened. But again, John, you're the common denominator. This has happened to, I was looking through old crap last night again, and all the stuff again that it's the amount of names is just ridiculous. I know. You know why I'm mad? Because this is what I'm so sick of, is that there's never any consequences for his bad behavior, whether it's YouTube, IG, or even the court system. People like him and Siwa get in there and cry about their hard life. I guess you just have to turn into a person and cry about everything bad that's happened in your life. You're not the only one, John. You're not the only one, Siwa. Get over it. I'm irritated. Here, hold on. Let's do this again. I've just lost any kind of faith. I hope it is restored. I hope that the evidence can be shown of exactly who this person is. Oh, you're on I-75. Be careful, Nancy, please. I'm about to get on that myself, maybe. No worries. I'll try to read out the comments when I post them. Yes, she is vile. Yeah, I kind of assumed that it was a follower's husband or wife or something that's doing it pro bono. I mean, you don't come into that kind of money. He's made it very clear he's not making money off of YouTube. He's made it very clear it's everybody else's fault, not anybody else, right? Or it's everybody else, not John. John's never responsible for anything. He just keeps finding himself in these pickles. Exactly, Petty. Anything ever said 148 publicly has said she's very proud of her resume. Yep, she's very proud of the you go low, I go lower. Let's see how that plays in court. So you want to keep going, find out who I am, or you obviously think you know where Cooch lives. You just posted, Julie, her entire, I don't know, I think I heard Cooch say that she's posted 5 different apartment complexes. So you guys just keep going, keep trying. Exactly. I would absolutely testify. I would absolutely provide all the files. I'm sure YB, I'm sure everybody out here that has the content that's there, that's actually happening. And again, I'm not saying fuck shit hasn't been done all the way around, but again, who always takes it to levels, and the common denominator is always John when it gets like this bad. Yes, April, that's my understanding that she has not been served. Now, we were all kind of, assuming that it's coming, but I presume if she'd actually been served, no, we all know Maria, she's going to show up. Didn't they say a private server? Then how? Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, just because they sit in their house all day long doesn't mean other people sit in their house all day long. And maybe, I don't know, process servers, if they do after hours, I don't know. I would assume it's an 8 to 5 job. I don't know if it's like bail bondsman or something that they go until the job's done. I don't know. I do too, Marilyn. I really hope she can show. And a lot of it's been mutual, but if anybody takes it too far every time, it's John. You really do deserve a freaking Oscar for that, or whatever they're called, whichever award would be fitting for that. Exactly. And all the support he's getting, and great, you're getting super chats, John. But I hope these people stand back and realize this is not the first time. This is just the latest group of names he's been bitching about. I can't, I'm telling you, if you guys have not, if you're new to my channel, go back and watch there. Yeah, there's a childlike board with 80 plus names of people that he has fought with in 4 years, just 4 years, just on 2 platforms. And the sad thing is, and people want to get as far away from him as possible that have dealt with him in the past because of shit like this. So manipulative and going and getting an harassment, when the nerve of this guy calling people's employers and threatening them and getting their followers. Are you kidding me? That's not in the same universe, John. Yep, posting addresses. Yes, Petty, that's their go-to move. Docs, intimidate, harass their family, post them on Reddit to get them to shut up. That is their only move. Agreed. Let me look at the time. Oh, I got to get going, guys. I just wanted to come on for a minute. Yep, of course. They would have blocked you right away, regardless. I think it's funny. I saw the live was about to start, and I had to do something. Anyway, I come back, and Julie's in the comments before it starts. Now, everybody be respectful. Really? Are you kidding me? Exactly. I mean, give them a freaking time to get an attorney. If she's never been served, John, then, I mean, seriously, you know, Maria, you know, she's not going in there again without an attorney. You know, that's going to happen. So for him to imply all these things, again, think what you want about Maria. But, you know, we all know that about her, and rightfully so. She learned her lesson to not go into court without an attorney. And she absolutely should. And that takes time. Yep. Oh, he's poked that bear. So he's poked so many freaking bears, Marilyn, as you know. Good point, Petty. No, yeah, he just wants to talk about the shows, Lena. I was actually going to start clipping those. I was listening to old videos, like I said yesterday, and just so many different years, so many different months of him. I just want to cover the shows, but he can't. He can't. It only takes one comment to derail his live, to say that somebody maybe said something. It's Princess Telephone with him always, just like it was that one night with Brooke. Someone telling him she's doing something in live, which wasn't happening, but it didn't matter. He went off the rails and called the cops, flips things. Yeah, I like that too. I mean, they're obviously doing his dirty work, but yeah, he didn't ask them to. But again, then he sits there and turns around and says the same thing and implies that I or Cooch are doing Maria's dirty work. No, John. I hate to burst that bubble. That's just not true. So, okay, we'll give Sophie, the benefit of the doubt. I won't give Julie the benefit of the doubt. I mean, that is what it is. I think it's the whole reason she lives. I'm like losing faith that anything can be done. There's never been consequences for him. There's never been consequences. And he has done some vile stuff. I mean, I hope the attorney will say, well, what's your relationship with Busy and Jolene? What's your relationship with Sherelle and Perry? What's your relationship with all these people? And then maybe the judge will go, huh, what are the odds? What are the odds? Apparently, apparently they did it by a Zoom call, Karma. Sorry, I think Nancy's driving. What a piece of shite. Is he going to Florida on the fake flat tires on the cars Kathy paid for? I'm a generally nice person, but there's no excuse for peeps like John, 148, Walrus, and a few others. I know. That's why I get so irritated with Walrus, too. Well, she does it. Well, she did. She called the cops twice over the weekend. They cause all this chaos and drama with their lies and exaggerations, and people give them the benefit of the doubt and believe what they say and take them at their word and will do their bidding. And that's why they were just coming into Ann's live. And I'm surprised I haven't seen any here, but I'm also a bit behind here. Christoph, I would start with John's live at 12:15 Eastern, and then Ann went live, but essentially he says he has a temporary RO and that Maria's avoiding it. I don't know if she is or not, but yeah, we all know that if Maria was served, she would have been there. It's been served. It's not been served. That's why he has a continuance in a TPO. That's how Florida works anyway. I know. So you didn't win, John, because I guarantee you when the judge sees everything, I hope to God Maria gets a good lawyer this time, and we'll see. Yes, good point, Nancy. Hey, Hoot 3. Vault says a respondent has the right to defend themselves, so they can't go any further until the respondent is served. Exactly. So she can talk. Ann hasn't been served. He's like, yeah, Ann had to get off because Maria called her and told her to get off. Ann hasn't been served, and Maria has not been served. Just because you hold up a piece of paper, you're a known liar. So I wouldn't take anything you say with a grain of salt. Now, I believe it probably is true, because that's something you would do. Yes, all I'm asking is anybody that wants to come in here and defend him, do your own research. Watch some of the lives that you probably haven't seen. Watch some of my content and pop around and see what's been going on really for the last 4 years. There's never been consequences, LRM. Hello, by the way. It's got, I think, a handful of subs on there. I tried to kind of put them in the background so that you really couldn't see their names. I have just a couple, but I know there is a lot more because I've seen some in just recent months. Right? So yeah, I'm not in the know of everything that's going on. I have checked on Maria this week. Again, we all know Maria would absolutely be there. And John, why didn't you use your channel then to say there's a hearing? Why? If you so wanted Maria to be there, then why didn't you come last night and do all this? You did it after and tried to imply and insinuate that she's evading this. That's such bullshit. If you really wanted her there, you would have put this out on your community tab. You would have had Julie post it to her 90 followers. Come on. I will totally lose complete faith, Susie, if this goes his way. Seriously. And he'll have to come for me too, because again, I will only cover his content. And I am covering his content right now, what he just put out. And that's what many YouTube channels are about. He covers other people's content, whether it's a show or, let me see what Marilyn. Well, they were yelling, claiming Ann said the document was fake. I never heard her say, no, she didn't. Exactly. It's again, the total evidence of Princess Telephone. That happens. And again, him and Siwa never do their own research and go back and watch. So I like John, seriously, do you really believe people are 24/7? Where are you getting this information? Why do you always think everything is about you? It irritates me, just like the whole BOMB thing that he keeps bringing up, saying they said I was making BOMBs. That has been clearly explained dozens of times. It does not stop him. He will exploit and change anything to use, to manipulate, to lie, to whatever. I hope that was somewhat helpful, Christoph. I'm a lot agitated. Yeah, YB was live this morning too, and I believe Julie called in or took the link maybe twice. I was in and out of that one. I don't know. I really don't know. It was obvious when we were all listening to the replay of the actual audio that judge's opinion, turned on a dime when she heard about the suicide attempt. And same with Siwa reading her 21-page freaking, never mind, I'm going to be good. They just pull on the heartstrings and make it all emotional. And Maria, is going in with facts and not using emotion. And I guess that's what you got to do maybe in court. I don't know. I hope they do get another judge, because I do believe she's going to be biased at this point. Again, if the judge could hear how many times he himself exploits his own attempts over the years and blamed it on every other person, whoever he's mad at, he has blamed these attempts He was blaming in 2019 that they were pushing him to it. 2019. I just played this 2 lives ago. That's exactly it, JH. It is complete narrative. And that's just what's so irritating. I've watched him do this for years. That's the only reason I'm here, because I hate to see this happen over and over again. I have watched it for so long and nothing ever changes. Yes, she was. I had to stop watching the comments because it was just irritating. Poor John. Poor John. Hey, Dreadhead. He got a temporary one, Dreadhead. He did his live at 12:15 and did her live right after that, or near the end of that one. And I'm coming live for just a few minutes. And YB did a live this morning as well. Cooch, by the way, are you going live later today? Hey, Chef, how are you? Yeah, I bet it did. I mean, it's probably just a given if the other person doesn't show up, I would assume. I'm curious what his evidence was. Does he just walk in and say, they're talking about me 24/7? What's the harassment? It's YouTube. We are here to talk. That's what we do. Are they holding up information of your job, John? No. How many times have you done that? Why are they collecting dollars if he says it's over in the TPO? Well, it's my understanding it's a temporary TPO, so there should be a hearing once Maria gets served, and hopefully she can bring her evidence. I hear you, Nancy. Facts, Emily. Facts. It's never. Oh yes, please hit the like, Cree. Thank you. I have to get out of here. All right. Yep, that's what I'm saying. He gets an Oscar for turning on the tears, sounding all sad. You're not sad at 3 a.m. Jasmine, okay. Yeah, I suspect it's probably a TPO, But honestly, I would not normally take John at his word. I say exploit the exploiter. Marie needs to be tight-lipped. However, other channels can talk about the goings on and promote. Yeah, that's what I would say too. Petty is that, and I know a lot of people are being harsh on Reddit and wherever, maybe rightfully so from their perspective. I would just say hang tight and wait and see what happens. Maybe there's information that's not being shared. If I was doing it, I would be tight-lipped too about some things. Yeah, I can't imagine it would take a lot of work for an attorney even to fill out a piece of paper that he could fill out himself. So again, that's where I really don't believe John on anything. Again, he was just grifting, or you want to say grifting? Okay, asking for legal fees, for moving fees, whatever you want to call. He said both just in August, I believe. The ones that I caught. Oh, it's for 2 weeks. Okay, so there should be a hearing in the next 2 weeks then. Okay. Yeah. I stopped watching the chat pretty early on because I was just getting agitated, but I did notice there was like, a couple hundred people in there. All right, guys, I really do. I have an appointment across town, so I'm going to get out of here. I don't know if Coach is even in here. Let me finish with these. I can go to the court and say my neighbor is stalking me. The neighbor isn't present. Yeah. So I think he just, at least he kind of acted like he won, but we all know it was just a default. Exactly. His own damn police department. I hope she can get their police department to testify on dealing with them. Exactly. Yeah, I imagine she has a lot of evidence to show. Honestly, though, at this point that it's getting to this spending money, yeah, it would be wise that both people agree to stop talking about each other and walk away. But we all know that John doesn't honor things. He does what in the light of day until it's dark, and we all cannot imagine why. That's all I'll say at this point. I did, Angie. I sent, I have a couple clips, 10-minute clips in my videos. I sent those to Maria. I put together the clips from July, August, and September. Some of them are in my lives, though. I may have to go clip out some of that. Exactly, Sheba. Wouldn't that be I haven't looked at the page, so I don't know if it was filled out by an attorney or himself. I don't even know what Maria did over the last 2 weeks. It's, again, compared to what he's done, she's not doing anything that I saw that's any different than I'm doing or what Cooch is doing. And that's not harassment. This is our right, free speech. She's not inciting her followers to hurt him or anything like that I've seen. Now, I know back in July when things were happening, when he was, I'm just going to leave this there. I'm not going to even get into all that because I really do got to go. Yeah, I want to try to get all these clips together because I know there's a ton. In fact, that's what I was looking for last night. I found some more clips from 2020, 2019, 2021. Yeah, putting his tie on. Is that why you got a haircut? All right, guys. I'm going to get out of here. And we'll, I'm sure, catch up another time. I appreciate y'all coming. Have a great rest of the day. I don't know who's going live next. So, all right, guys, take care. Sorry, if you enjoyed the content, I keep forgetting to do this. Please hit the like. It is greatly appreciated. Thank you very much.